Alright, so welcome guys to this video tutorial. If you're a new user, make sure you hit on the subscription button and turn on notification so that you will be notified when next I post any new video. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the evolution of internet to Web 3.0. Right, so in the course of this video, we're going to take a look at what the internet is, and then we'll also look at how it has evolved or how it has moved from the earlier version of internet to Web 3.0. Now, what is internet? The internet is simply a global system of interconnected computer networks that uses internet protocol suites to communicate between networks and devices. Now, what that means is you have computer A, computer B, computer C, and so many computers connected in a global system, or you have computers in a particular location connected to a particular computer in another location and another location and another location, forming a global interconnection of computers for the sole aim of resource sharing. All right. So the technology that helps you to achieve this type of connection is called TCP/IP. Now, internet is a network of networks that consists of private, public, academic, business, and government network of local to global scope, linked by a broad array of electronic, wireless, and optical networking technology. Now, what this means is, um, remember I said internet is just an interconnection of computers. So this interconnection could span from your it could be owned by private organizations or public organizations or academic or businesses and so on and so forth. For instance, you have websites that are owned by private organizations and can be accessed only by members in that private organization. Then you have public websites, you have academic websites, you have business websites, you have government websites, and each of these forms a network that, when combined together, forms a global um, network of so many computers connected, whereby person A could go there to access information, person B could go to this particular site to access information, and so on and so forth. So it is what a network of networks. That means there are so many networks connecting themselves for the purpose of resource sharing. Alright, so the internet carries a vast range of information resources and services. You could do a lot of stuff on the internet, and some of the things you could do on the internet include electronic mail, telephony, file sharing, and so on and so forth. Alright, so the internet is most times referred to as the web or the net, whichever one you want to call it, the web, the net, internet. All right. So the full meaning of internet is international networking. It means you are connecting a lot of computers internationally, or you are networking computers internationally for resource sharing. All right. So let's see how the internet has evolved from the earlier version to Web 3.0. Now, the first form of internet is usually, or was usually referred to as Web 1.0. Now, in this era, Web 1.0 refers to the first stage of World Wide Web evolution. Earlier, there were only a few content creators in Web 1.0. So in Web 1.0, you have very few content creators because most of the websites had the design and everything had to be done by an experienced programmer, right? So very few people could understand the code and the rest. So we had very few content creators, and then the use of ads was in a way limited because the sites were actually only designed for passing of information. All right, so there was nothing like um, online advertisements and the rest of them. So remember earlier I said it was made to have static web pages, and then frames and tables were used to position and align elements on the web. All right. So let's move to Web 2.0, which is like the current um, era of internet we are currently using. So Web 2.0 refers to the um, worldwide websites which highlight user-generated content. So in this era, um, pages were no longer static, and because pages were no longer static, it gave rise to to a lot of content creators, and then this era of the web is called the participative social web, right? The participative social web, in the sense that more people could actually um, do stuffs on their own online without much stress, without just depending on what is there. They could actually create their own content, they could actually delete content, they could actually react to posts, and so on and so forth. So the pages were no longer static, but they were dynamic. It gave rise to more uh, yeah, you got it. You get rise to more content creators, and yeah. So because everything became dynamic, it also gave rise to what is called social media platforms and online blogging platforms. So the, the introduction of Web 2.0 brought about social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the rest of them. And then, yeah, all right, so let's look at the features of Web 2.0. So the first one I said, free sorting of information permits users to retrieve and classify information collectively. Now, because pages were no longer static, because pages became dynamic, um, users could actually sort the information that suits their own need, right? So another use is dynamic content that is responsive to user input. Like I said, for instance, if I log into my Facebook account, I'll only see feeds from people that are my friends, right? Now, when I log into my Facebook account, I will not see feeds that are associated with you, because your friends are different from my friends, right? So it gave rise to dynamic content that is responsive to user input. Then another feature of Web 2.0 is information flow between the site owner and site users by means of evaluating and online commenting. It still goes back to dynamic content. So we could actually comment to posts, we could actually react to posts and stuff like that, right? Then the key feature of Web 2.0 was centralized database. So you could sign up, for instance, you could sign up to Facebook, you fill in your details, your picture, your surname, your first name, date of birth, um, and stuff like that. So once you click on sign up, all your data is sent to a central database, right? So the companies that are in charge of that platform could actually do whatever they want with this data that you are signing up for. So in real sense, you could think, oh, I'm actually using Facebook for free, blah blah blah, but in the at if you understand what is going on at the background, you could see that, oh, you can't even understand it, because it's going on without you knowing, right? But what actually happens is this company sells your data to third party platforms so that they'll be able to make their own gain, right? So that became a problem, because I mean, how will I be discussing with somebody that, okay, I need to get a headset, a particular type of headset, and then the next day I woke up only to see that um, I've started seeing suggestions on my timeline of the best suitable headsets to buy. I mean, who does that, right? So it became a very big problem, and the problem now brought about the introduction of Web 3.0. Now, in Web 3.0 refers to the evolution of web utilization and interaction, which includes altering the web into a database. Okay, so there are so many things we could talk about. So, Web 3.0 is an idea for a new iteration of the World Wide Web based on blockchain technology. So Web 3.0 is based strictly on blockchain technology, which incorporates concepts such as decentralization and token-based economies. All right. So Web 3.0 is a type of technology. Most people um, argue that it's actually just a dream, but in reality, we could see that a lot of apps, a lot of technologies have been coming up that are using this technology, and the most prominent of it is cryptocurrency. I doubt if there is anybody watching this video right now that doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency, the likes of Bitcoin, the likes of Ethereum, the likes of um, BNB, and the rest of them. So each of these technology is shaping the way the internet is going, or the shaping the way the internet is evolving, right? So Web 3.0, in summary, it's a technology that is based on blockchain technology, and then it incorporates concepts like decentralization and token-based economies, right? So examples of very prominent technologies or token-based economies that make use of this is your um, your cryptocurrency and NFTs. All right, I have a video on this channel on what NFTs is, how you could go about creating your first NFTs, and how you could trade your NFT. Right? So do well by checking the video. Right? Okay. So now, if you are a new user, please make sure you hit on the subscription button and then turn on notification, because I have a lot and lot of videos on this channel that you could learn from. Alright, so now let's look at the features of Web 3.0. Now, one of the features of Web 3.0 is semantic web. Then you have artificial intelligence, you have 3D graphics, and then you have connectivity, then you have decentralized database. So remember, in Web 2.0, we say it was made to have what, a centralized database where the user data was being owned by a particular organization. Now, in Web 3.0, apps that are being built on Web 3.0 are made in such a way that the user is in control of their data, right? So there's nothing like um, organizations selling your information to third party companies and all of those stuff. Okay, so that would be all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, make sure you click and subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. Drop a question in the comment section and check my other videos. Show me some love, and yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.